Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, a new icon on your TV screens. Our next guest is Saba Yussouf, a star of Real Housewives of Dubai. She's a housewife / venture capitalist who is redefining what it means to be a powerhouse woman in Dubai. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Well, thank you for being here, but I want to just immediately get to the drama. So Celine, sorry about that, but Celine Marie said on Instagram that she thinks you are boring. What was and what's your response?
Okay, let's go for it.
What's your response for that? I don't want to waste time.
I'm good, thank you. How are you? So I'll tell you something about Celine. She is hilarious. She is so funny, and the good thing about her is that she can really take a joke. So we rinse each other online all the time, but then we're texting at the same time, laughing at each other. So I have to give her props for that. So she loves to call me boring. I think that's the one thing she's got on me. And I actually asked myself, am I boring? Maybe I am. But you see, when we were filming, she was just in it for the drama. She was causing drama. I was just busy making deposits in the bank. So maybe that makes me boring.
But I felt like your clapback about AA, that was so is she okay with that behind the scenes?
Honestly, she really can take a joke. And I was joking, of course, but I will stand up for myself when provoked. So if she wants to keep poking, I will keep clapping back.
Are you friends behind the scenes?
We're fine. We're totally fine. You know, I think she did really, really good on the show. Yeah, she was a great addition.
Right. Next.
Well, next. I am not here for anything that's light. But yesterday we had Sarah and Madani.
Yes. I saw.
Of course you did. But I want to ask, from your point of view, what was the cause of the feud between you and Sarah?
You know, I've never really spoken about it before until today, and I wasn't really planning on. But since she wanted to delve into it yesterday, I think it is important to clear things up. So earlier this year, I decided to get married, and that's really when the problems started, because she was trying to sort of control my relationship. She was judging me and my decisions, and I thought, hold on, this is not what a friend does. A friend's there for you through thick and thin. They actually support you in your relationship. They're there for you. They ask you if you need any help. And I thought maybe Sarah's just having a bad week, a bad month, whatever. I just kind of ignored it because I love her, and I still do, and I love her son very much. But then over the next few months, this was Q1, Q2 this year, she started sort of threatening me, bullying me, sending me really, really horrible voice notes. And I thought something's going on here, because this is not the Sarah I used to know. And of course, I have the voice notes. I haven't played them to anyone because I don't want to show the world who Sarah really is. And, you know, I don't want to do that to any other woman. She's a single mum at the end of the day. So I said to Sarah, I wrote her and I said, look, we need to end the business. Like, please, let's be professional. Either I will buy you out or you buy me out. Decide. And she just wouldn't reply to me. I said, hello, ping, ping, just let me know about the business. And she said, well, why can't we go ahead with the business? I said, listen, I cannot be in business with bullies. Simple. And she said, you're mixing business and friendship. I said, I absolutely have to. I cannot be in business with someone that is constantly trying to intimidate me. So we reached an agreement, fine. And then she said to me, she said, please, I request you, Saba, can we end the friendship nicely, fairly, respectfully? And I said, Sarah, that's a really good idea. Let's do that. So I kind of got on with my life, and I thought she got on with her life. And I didn't hear from her. I never spoke about her. And that's when the lies started quite recently, past 2 months, I'd say. So she was going to my business partners, she was going to my friends and trying to defame me. And she was trying to say, she spoke to my business partners saying that I'm a liar and a fraud in business. And we were just laughing because her nickname is literally Sarah Al-Fraudani. I couldn't help but laugh it off. And then I still kept quiet because I thought, no, Sabs, do the right thing. Be respectful. She's a woman. She's a mother. You loved her. Just stay quiet. And I did. And then I think I reached a point where I couldn't be quiet anymore. When she sent me a voice note swearing at me, threatening me, and I just couldn't anymore. And I had to say something. And that's when the press release came out. Yeah, it was, I've never told anyone this, and I didn't really want to. She really, really hurt me and really broke my heart.
It's so interesting. We spoke with Sarah about this yesterday, and, you know, you're watching this kind of glamorous TV show, I guess, and then the cameras are off and this kind of whole tangle of web seems to be ongoing. So, but rather than getting into the nitty and gritty, because I feel now that you've both had the platform to share your sides, what have you learned from that?
What I've learned is people that talk behind your back, there's a reason why they're behind you, and I will never forget that. So just if people are talking behind your back, just ignore it. And also when people are trying to show you who they are, just open your eyes and listen, because I'm a loyal friend. So I was trying to make excuses for her, and I kept trying. And like I said, I'm not going to go into the details. I do not need to slate Sarah. I don't need to tell people details of what she tried to do to me. But I will trust my gut a bit more, trust my instinct a bit more. And I hope I make better choices in the future. And I also actually learned, I've recently moved to Dubai. I actually learned that Dubai really protects you, which is nice, because I had a chat with my lawyer, and he said that, look, everything that she has said to your business partners actually counts as a defamation case. You're really protected in the UAE, and swearing at someone over WhatsApp is illegal last time I checked in the UAE. So I just want to thank Dubai actually for really giving me my rights.
Let's be careful on this in terms of the legalities of this conversation. Maybe we'll switch away from Real Housewives for a second. We saw your bio online, and it was just not what we would expect for a typical housewife. So I'd like to read a part of it. So with a background in economics from Cass Business School, you began your career at Ernst & Young, making your mark. And at 28, you played a pivotal investment in the Nanoterra Group. I think raising quite a lot of money. And this is a company focused on sustainable energy innovations. This is not a typical housewife. So what inspired you to join the show?
I think it's because I'm not typical. That's why I wanted to do it. So when I got offered, and I must always thank Sarah for giving me that opportunity. I got to give credit where it's due. She did bring me on. I'm always grateful for that. So I thought to myself, what should I do? And I thought, I'm in business. I'm in a serious business. I'm a minority ethnic group. I don't think I should do this. And then I thought, come on, Sabs, accept this challenge, do it, try to put yourself out there, which is quite hard for me. And I just wanted to represent Pakistani women that are not the typical usual type or the stereotype that we're used to. You know, we all look and live very differently, and that is what I wanted to promote, and I hope to do more of that. You know, talk about business. You don't have to look a certain way to be smart or be successful. Just do whatever you want, how you want to do it.
Well, aside from being a housewife, tell me about Saba behind the cameras.
You know, on my social media, I think I look really cool. But in fact, I'm just not at all. I love to be home. I love to be with my dogs. I love to be with my husband. And I like peace. So that's what I'm really aiming for in life. And when you work in sustainability or helping socioeconomic stability in countries or helping health equity in human beings, you get a lot of fulfillment back. So you don't feel the need to go search for much more. I just live quite a quiet, boring life, as Talene said.
Wow. So interesting, because obviously you've joined a show that's famous for like catfighting between women. So what was that like for you, especially joining season 2? Because I feel like at that point the clicks are already there, the drama's already cemented. So how was it like for you entering the show?
So actually, if you look on camera, most of my scenes I'm in the background with my mouth open, looking like a dodo, because I'm so shocked at what's happening. I just wasn't used to it. But then every episode I would learn more and more. Okay, this is a job. People are just rubbing each other the wrong way. Let's just fix it. Let's work it out. And honestly, I got to get to know the women a bit more. And I'm not in the business of really making new friends. I really like my old friends. And I got to meet some amazing women. The show pushed me to put myself out there a bit more and get to know people, because I was a bit closed off. But the drama is hilarious, and I hope that everyone can just kind of sort it out, be civil with each other, and be friends.
Well, of course, you are the first Pakistani housewife. So how do you feel that your presence on the show is impacting Pakistani women in Dubai?
You know, I get a lot of emails from Pakistani women in Dubai saying just thank you so much for doing this, because I think only women understand how brave you have to be to do this. I don't think men get it. It's so hard, and I'm not some feminist or we hate men kind of person. I want to put myself out there as a woman, and I'm getting good feedback, because I get emails, you know, from women saying, thank you so much for showing me this. Like, I have more hope to pursue my startup or something like that, because it takes just one to push our Pakistani community forward. Then another person has to come in and be brave and do it again. And speaking of women, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to get through the last 6 months if it wasn't for my husband, who's a man. So I think it's both. You know, I receive so much strength and support from him. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So he, as a man, is actually helping me support more women.
Right.
It's really nice.
Well, they always say behind a strong man is a strong woman, and I guess vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of your husband, we know that you announced you are already married, but you'd also like $1 million wedding next year. Tell us about that.
There's a lot of rumors floating around about the cost of my wedding. Yes, we are married. We did our Islamic marriage this year, but we're planning for our wedding next year. And yeah, I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I think my husband should be more worried about my ring because I'm still designing it.
You're designing your own ring.
He's in the back sweating right now. So let's see. And I would actually love to invite all the housewives to my wedding. I would love for them to be there. Except one, of course.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the wedding. Like, where is it going to be? Tell us about the ring.
It will be in Dubai.
How much is it going to cost?
No, it will be in Dubai for sure. We're planning a few days. I think my husband said I wants to host one day. My dad will host the other day. And we want to do one really fun night and then one sort of more cultural night where I'll be wearing, you know, the cultural Pakistani outfits. And I haven't chosen my designer for the Pakistani outfit, but for my Western outfit, Dina Melwani, who lives in Dubai, she will be dressing me. She'll be creating my outfit, and all the bridesmaids' outfits will be designed by Rebel Avenue.
Love this.
Beautiful. My God, it's actually beautiful. But it seems like you're having really something like big. Like it's huge.
It's gonna be big. Yeah.
For sure. But like we know that the Ambanis got married earlier. So were you inspired by that?
To be honest, their whole look and the aesthetic of the wedding is not really my thing.
Okay.
I think because I grew up in London, so we have this kind of British look that we like. We want it to be a little bit low key, but it will definitely be fun. That I can guarantee. Not because of me, because my husband is fun. I'm quite boring, like you said, but he will definitely make it fun.
He's like, thanks. We look forward to those photos already, even if it's a year down the line.
Thank you.
A quick question on the business side. So as the first housewife to kind of speak about venture capitalism, successfully raising 73 million in one deal, what advice would you give to women out there? Everyone in Dubai wants a side hustle. Everyone wants to try something new. What advice would you give to women wanting to break into the investment world?
I think, what's really unfortunate is that women are just so underrepresented as founders. So that's why I'm actively trying to find women through my social media to pitch to me so that I can give them a chance through the venture capitalist firm. I thought, why not go through social media? So if you are a startup founder at any stage of the business, please do get in touch so that we can consider your company. If you don't want to go through me, which is totally fine, what I would suggest is just focus on one thing. So what I've seen with founders, and I used to be like that, is that they focus on trying to do everything. So when they're presenting to a founder or they're cold calling a private equity firm, it's messy. I think just stick to one thing, one pain point that you're successfully solving so that we immediately know, oh, I get it. That's it.
Interesting.
Have you got a lot of responses on that link? Because I saw it on your profile.
Did you? Yeah, I have.
Interesting.
So I only have, I think, Mondays available, and sometimes I would just wake up and see loads of bookings, and they're from women all over the world.
That's amazing.
Not even the UAE. And you get to meet so many women that are doing amazing things that I just would not know about because they don't know how to get their company out there. So that's the point of what I'm doing. That's the point of what you're doing here today as well.
Amazing.
I mean, that is amazing. So at the beginning of the interview, I immediately jumped to the tea. But I had a question in mind, is that you publicly announced that you were ending the friendship between you and Sarah Al-Madani. But why did you decide to actually publicly, why did you feel like it was very necessary to announce that?
That's a really good question. And again, it's one that I haven't answered before, but happy to do so today. So I was getting a lot of pressure from my business associates that, you know, you're affiliated with someone, this woman is your business partner, it's, you know, not looking good, this and that. And I said, no, we're not business partners anymore. And they said, look, we need some legal proof. So this is what business people do. They just issue a statement. And I hardly have any followers on Twitter. So I didn't think anyone would care. And I woke up to like 100,000 views and hundreds of reposts and hundreds of comments. And I had like 90% support. But I know some people accuse me of trying to do it for attention. But it was actually a legal thing. You actually legally have to separate yourself from a person that you're in business with. We had also filmed a lot of business scenes together. That didn't make the cut, but I didn't know. So I was legally affiliated with an individual, and I respectfully just removed myself. It was just a legal thing that I had to do for my business partners, and I had no idea it would go so viral.
Is there anything else that you haven't shared that you think the audience would like to know?
I think I have said a lot today that I hadn't planned to, but I would just like to offer advice not to just a specific person who also wanted to leave me some advice yesterday, that you don't have to lie to be successful. I think you can be honest and be successful, and I'll just leave it there.
Let's say that that's for everyone watching the show,
Everyone
and it's aimed at
watching the
absolutely no one in particular, to be on the safe side for us.
Well, as well, you mentioned something earlier that kept like, like sticking in my head, which is like, if I wanted cheap attention, I would be playing your voice notes. Yeah. Okay, so is this true? And what do you mean by that? Like, give us like.
So it was funny that Sarah actually went to the effort to go on Photoshop and create a book with how to get on season 3 for beginners. So she went to a lot of effort in reply to my professional statement. So she was insinuating that I put the statement out there for attention. So I just think that if I wanted attention from the whole world, I would play very incriminating voice notes that I'm not going to do, because like I said, I want Sarah to win in life. I don't need to defame her. I just want to be away from her. That's all. So I don't plan on playing those voice notes. Happy to play them to her, but I'm not going to go and play them to the whole world, because I think that would be wrong of me.
Very quickly, season 3, rumors, castmates, is it even happening? What do you know?
You know what? I have no idea. I'm always the last one to find out everything. So you're asking the wrong person. I have no idea. But I think a season 3 would be great. I've made my own friendships on the show, and we really do have a laugh. Caroline Brooks, I have just seen so much sweetness in her heart day by day off camera, and so much integrity. And like Lisa, she's really inspired me for when I'm a mother. I'm not a mother yet, but I've learned so much from her. So I have a lot of time for these ladies. And whether or not the show goes on, I will definitely keep my friendships.
Interesting. You know what we're going to do very shortly before you leave? Because we love your fashion, we're going to play a game of Hot or Not, the fashion segment with Saba Yussouf. But first, I'm going to run and get our buzzer, if you don't mind.
Oh, this is so fun.
I love your set. It's amazing.
I wanted to match the Lovin Dubai logo.
Well, you did. I mean, this is the Lovin Dubai color.
Yeah.
Yes, it's giving, and we are jealous.
Okay. Well,
can I? Okay.
So you want to try it?
Yeah, it works, everyone.
It works. What a lovely sound to wake up to. So we're going to name things that are in or out of fashion, and if you like it, you tell us it's hot, and if you don't like it,
okay, let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. Old money style.
In.
Oh. if it's in, you just like say in. If it's not, you
in, I'll dance. Okay, in.
Okay.
You're giving old money. Low-rise jeans are coming back.
In.
Really?
Yeah, I think they look so good. I think they look so good. Oh yeah, I'm here for it.
Lord. Okay.
So let's just keep notes of that. So for fashion.
But if you style it well, your top doesn't need to be high.
Yeah.
Right? So you can show that silhouette of a low rise, but shows your curves, but keep your top long. Then you're winning.
I'll need to see that in picture form after the show.
Interesting. We need to start working out then. Okay, well, cappy pants.
Out.
Really?
Yeah, no way.
We've seen Kendall Jenner wear them.
I know, but I've seen her wear a lot that I don't agree with.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Are these the same thing? I don't even know what these are. Cargo pants.
Out. They were never in.
What's the difference? They're both baggy and...
Cargo, the ones with the obscene amount of pockets going down the side, like you're in the army. It's just not necessary. It's not feminine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, shoulder pads.
I'm wearing them today, so in.
They are cute.
Shoulder pads best. And then finally, Crocs.
out 100%. Like how they got that $1 billion valuation, I don't get it. I don't understand their business model. They should only be for kids because they're comfortable, and they should not make them for adults.
So glad I'm not wearing. Oh no, I wear. Okay, so one more Birkenstocks.
No, don't even go there. That valuation was more than the Crocs valuation in the business community, and I just wanted to cry. Like no woman or man looks good in Birkenstocks.
So glad I'm not wearing mine right now.
I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, nice loafers.
Thank you.
Saba Yussouf, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You guys are so lovely. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
And that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show on this fabulous Thursday morning. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.